What's up, Deej? Not much. What's up, Greg? So, hey, we're gonna be doing our um, thank you, our Crown Jewel recap show this morning. I hope everybody out there is gonna enjoy the show because I thought it was a really good show. I thought it was probably, in my opinion, I thought it was probably one of the best premium live events they had this year. So, a lot of action, a lot of good matches. So, if you guys are all set, we can get ready to go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another live edition of Top Rope Report. We are doing our Crown Jewel recap show for this morning, and I'm joined by my co-host, my tag team partner, my best friend, the best in the business, the Nugster, and after his 2-week hiatus, a welcome back to Mr. 24/7. DJ, what's up, buddy? Not much. So, all righty. So, if you guys are all set, you want to say a few things before we start with the matches?
Not ready. It's gonna rain today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we know that it's real windy here right now. So, all right. So, we can get started talking about the matches.
All right. Well, a Crown Jewel this time emanated from the RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia. In true Top Rope fashion, anything and everything is on the movie. We're led off by Mr. 24/7, and the first matchup we had was an Australian street fight between Bronson Reed and the OTC1 Roman Reigns. DJ, what do you think?
What's up, Joe?
I thought it was all right. In all honesty, I think I don't know why, but I expected a little more. Maybe because it was a Roman match, and I always just expect a lot out of them. Not saying that we didn't get a lot, because there was a lot of action in here, but to me the match was okay. It was all right. They started off going back and forth. Roman pretty much started strong. I thought Bronson Reed looked pretty good. I won't lie to you. But they started going. They're just getting their stuff in, and they're outside at one point, and Roman grabs a microphone and pretty much asks if they want tables. Of course, they want tables. They always want tables.
Yeah.
So he's like, "All right, well, acknowledge me." Big pop there. I thought that was a good spot to do that mid-match. And so he grabbed, the table ends up coming in, set it up in the corner. And after a little bit more back and forth with Brown Breaker comes out, starts helping Bronson, and then the Usos come out to help Roman. And when the Usos come out, I'm like, all right, something's going to happen with Roman. One of these two are going to hit Roman. Like, you could see it from a mile away. It was Jay, at the end there it was Jay, but they took out Groundbreaker right when they came out, real quick, not for long, but they took him out. They get in the ring, start helping Roman. And the table was set up in the corner, and afterwards they get pretty much the Usos are not really helping too much anymore. Bronson Reed picks Roman up and he wants to put him through the table. Roman kind of gets out of it. Jay comes in, goes to spear Bronson, spears Roman. I'm like, oh great. You might have him go, we getting Roman and Jay now. I don't know how I feel about it, but he speared Roman through the table. Then we get a huge spear from Breaker right after that. Took Jay right out of his shoes there. Tsunami, 1, 2, 3. I'm all right with Bronson Reed winning. Especially being in his hometown, so fine. I'm cool with it. I just wanted more, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like, what more I wanted. It just, to me, watching it, like I said, I just thought it was okay. It was an all right match. Like, the whole Australian street fight, I think the name of it, maybe I expected more. I don't know. I think you said it on our prediction show. It was predictable to have everybody come out and help. So I think that part of it too was just like, oh well, there was no surprise there. So yeah, I just thought it was all right. I went B-.
Okay, Mr. Trivia.
All righty. Yeah, I agree, DJ. I mean, it's I thought it was a good match to start off the premium live event. With Bronson Reed winning, it makes the feud between these two a little bit more stronger. Roman's still having trouble. I mean, he's still having trouble with his cousins. I mean, there's going to be another issue with them again. I can see that. And, I mean, Roman, did I want to see Roman win? Yeah, kind of, but in a way, I really didn't want to. I picked Bronson Reed to win in the prediction show, but I just thought it was a good match. I thought it was a decent way to start off. Or no, not decent. I thought it was a good way to start off the premium live event. I'm looking forward to seeing something else between these two. I wouldn't be surprised if the next match we saw is going to be Roman against Braun Breaker. So we'll have to see if they're going to put that together. But yeah, I gave it a B+.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I'm hearing it. I'm getting one too.
I'm not getting an echo, but I'm getting a breakup. Yeah, let me restart. All righty. Oops. Okay.
All right, let's see. Yep, I don't have an echo right now, so.
I don't have the breakup either.
Yeah, so as I was starting to say, this match, it was made up of small sequences. I mean, it was a decent match, but it wasn't the violent spectacle that you expect a street fight to be. Yeah, I mean, there was right up, they slow into the crowd. Okay, that happens in a Ball Scout Anywhere match. And then there's obviously the little tin can garbage can out there, full of crumpled up paper, and that uses a weapon. But other than that, yeah, we got tables, which we would get in a no DQ match. We got kendo sticks, which we get in a no DQ match. But, I mean, the only thing was, Roman Reigns. Well, first of all, the crowd booed loudly during the U.S. national anthem and sang along to the Australian national anthem. The next real big thing we got was a cheer when Roman Reigns threw a bottle of Prime at Bronson Reed. But then Roman Reigns breaks up a cricket bat. Okay, but then threw rugby balls. And he proved his wife he played on defense when he played in college football because he couldn't throw those things for the shit. Other than that, it was just, to me, just a generic no disqualification match. Obviously no countouts. And, you get the outside interference. So there's just nothing really, really great about it. It had some fun moments, during playing off to the crowd and grabbing the microphone. That's not Roman Reigns. Come on. That's just totally out of character. I didn't really, I thought it was a good match. If I had to rank the matches 1 through 5, this would be number 5. All that being said, I'm a DJ's grade of a B-.
All right. Rock fan, thanks for tuning in, buddy.
After that, we then went to the next matchup, which was the matchup for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. That was the WWE Women's Champion. I don't know which one is which. The Raw Women's Champion. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Trev, you come first.
All right, thank you. Yeah, this was a great match. I really enjoyed it. I got everything I wanted to get out of this match. Unfortunately, I wanted to see Tiffany go the whole year of 2025 being undefeated, but that's not going to happen. Stephanie is just, she's just amazing in the ring. And Tiffany did a great job as well. I believe that's the first time they've been ever in the ring together in a match. And it was just a really, really, really good match. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it from start to finish. Kind of glad that there was no outside interference. This way made it a lot more enjoyable to watch, and you can get the real aspect of the match and the good clean win. But yeah, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was really good. I'd like to see another one between them again, but that's probably not going to happen because they're both champions of their respective divisions. And I gave it a B+.
All right, I am up first. First and foremost, let me start off with this. This match, what they did to these two women was a travesty. Every match went about 20 minutes long at least. This would have been 10 minutes. Why? For all argument's sake, the women's division had been the only thing consistently interesting all year. And these are your two champions, and you're going to give them 10 minutes and 5 seconds? No. Travesty. But on to the match. Stephanie McMahon was definitely the more aggressive of the competitors. She wasn't marketing like the heel, but she wasn't doing all the typical, baby face moves. As the match got really good, really, really. Both women used moves that we don't see from them in an attempt to make this match stand out, which it did. Yes, they had a couple sloppy spots, but the majority of what they did looked really good. I know Stephanie McMahon got a standing submission, which I've never seen before. There was a suplex backbreaker that Tiffany Stratton used that looked kind of rough, but they had him to pull it off. But one of the funniest parts of the match was Michael Cole reminding Wade Barrett about getting with his wife for how he reacted to the Devil's Kiss the last time. But, other than that, I think if this match even went 5 minutes long, it may have been even better. But I think a 10-minute match matches, barely gave them time enough to cook. I gave it a B.
All righty.
24/7.
Yeah, I agree. The being 10 minutes, I think, hurt it. These are the two champions. You know, you gotta give them time. I thought they both looked okay, but Stephanie just looked a little better. She was just on point, and to me, there was just something with Tiff. It's almost like she went into the match like feeling kind of salty because she wasn't going over. You know, I feel like she just came in. It just wasn't Tiffany Stratton. I don't know. You know, and I think Tiffany should have won this. I think I was saying it on the prediction show. Just with the year she had, I think this should have just rounded the whole year up for her. But I'm okay with Stephanie winning. I thought she did great here. But the match, with 10 minutes, like you said, it just didn't give them time to even really get going. I mean, we got some pretty wild moves out of Stephanie, which I liked. But it's just, to me, it's just hard to give this any kind of a good grade because there wasn't really a whole lot to it. They counter each other, you know, they had a nice back and forth for a little while. But, you know, Tiffany just goes up to hit her moonsault, misses. You know, and then the whole spinning backflip thing that Stephanie does that looks awesome off the top rope there. I don't even know what they call it, but yeah, that's a great move. So yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say here. I wish that they gave him at least another maybe 5 minutes. Let him go. You know, I'm not really into having a whole lot of like false finishes in matches, but I feel like we should have at least got a handful of them here in this. You know, it's a crown jewel championship match. I feel like we should have had just more. I give it a B-. I think to start off this pay-per-view, these two matches, I think that it was kind of blah. So B-.
Okay. We now went to the next matchup, which was for the last time, John Cena performing in Australia, taking on AJ Styles. I lead off with the score right into it. We have John Cena after they both get announced. John Cena then points to Alicia Taylor to get re-announced. Which I had mentioned in the conversation with Mike that really just, to me, that's something that heels do. Heels get the special introduction. Not as or whatever, but then he breaks out a piece paper with Alicia Taylor, and there was a very, very similar style introduction for AJ Styles, which I thought was really cool. I really liked that. But these two guys, I mean, they put everything and anything into this match. I mean, AJ Styles was wearing trunks instead of his tights. That's what he used to do back in TNA. Never see him mention wear, you know, trunks since in WWE. I mean, John Cena once again started using other wrestlers' moves that he is not going to be able to wrestle. I listened to him here. I did cheat. I went online to get them all. John Cena hit the Miz's Soul Crushing finale. AJ Styles hits Scorpion Death Drop. Cena gives Rusev's accolade. We had Styles using the codeine watch. Cena pulled out the walls of Jericho and Sister Abigail. And then after Sister Abigail, the crowd went into full Firefly mode. And John Cena, I've seen other angles of it. He teared up really quickly, got emotional. and they kind of had the look of, wow, this is amazing on his face, looked up to the sky, continued going on. AJ Styles used Chris Redeemer's Angel Ace, Cena hit an RKO, and had hang on the rope DDT. Styles used John Cena's AA against him. Styles hit a Fade to Black. Cena used the Undertaker's chokeslam and Tombstone. Styles had sweet chin music. The only thing I wanted to see, was John Cena use the how does AJ Styles call his finishing move now?
The calf crusher?
No, the other one. The one.
Oh, the
Yeah, you guys know what I mean. We used that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember. My mind is so blank.
yeah, mine too.
But anyways, this was a fun match.
Styles Clash.
Styles Clash.
Thank you, Mike. This went almost 30 minutes, and they had the crowd eating on their palms. And I thought this was a really good match. I gave it an A-.
Okay.
Mr. 24/7.
Hey, Pat, thanks for tuning in.
This, to me, was awesome. This was like, when it was done, in my head, I'm like, was this the best match I ever seen? Like, this was so good. Just because of the moves that they did. Using everyone's moves. Like, usually I'd be like, man, that match was way overbooked, unnecessary. But it was very necessary, and I was totally okay with how they booked it. I would have been okay if they went another freaking 20 minutes and used every single person on the whole roster to move. Like, it was. I can't even explain all my feelings about the match. The whole Bray Wyatt thing was. And yeah, Cena did tear up. He looked up to the sky real quick. You could tell that he was just like, wow, this is awesome. All the fireflies out, they were chanting, but it was so good. I loved how, like, Cena using Orton stuff. I loved it. He did the draping DDT. He did the facials. He did the whole coil up. And then hit a great RKO. And then even went for the pump kick. Didn't get it, but even went for it. And everything about this was so good. These two work so good together. And I can't say enough good about this match. The whole Undertaker thing, everything about it was so awesome. This is the first time, and probably the only time, I think, I gave it an A+. This, to me, like I said, this might have been one of the best matches I've ever seen in my whole life. And it up for those last two Blah matches in this whole show. Because,
Okay.
I gave it an A+. I think it was well deserved.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, kudos to John Cena, paying homage to a lot of the old school wrestlers. He did a lot of those moves to perfection. I mean, I thought they were actually pretty cool. But Styles is going out next year in 2026. He said that's going to be it for him. So when you think about it, we're losing two of the greats in 2 consecutive years. John Cena and AJ Styles. I mean, I know you can't wrestle forever, but I just hope that they do, some big things for AJ Styles that they've done for John Cena. And he's got what, 4 more dates to go. I guess December 13th on Saturday Night's Main Event will be his last match. that's going to be very emotional for a lot of fans, and for
two Monday Night Raws coming up, one in Boston and one in New York, and then Survivor Series, and then after that, last one is December 13th, the next main event, exclusively on Peacock.
And that's going to be a very emotional night for a lot of people, John Cena included. But I thought it was a good match. I enjoyed it. I'd have to say it was probably the second best match on the card. I gave it an A-.
After that, we then went to the tag team matchup, which had Asuka and Kairi Sane of the Kabuki Warriors taking on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Mr. 7, you're up first.
Hey, Barry, thanks for tuning in.
To me, this kind of after that match, it sucks they had to go after that match. I think whoever would have went after that match, those are humongous shoes to fill. It sucks, but I thought they did okay. To me, again, it was just one of them things where I think I expected a little more, especially out of Rhea. Not her fault, not blaming her for anything. I think they just like highlighted Io in this and not Rhea. And it started off Rio just getting beat down for a good while, and I thought Kabuki did okay, feeling it, behind the ref's back, doing a whole bunch of double team moves and cheap shots and all that. So all that was okay. Kairi, I thought Kairi, Beaton's with Kairi so small, and not again, she's awesome in the ring. Being so small, to me it's hard to be like, look at Kairi go, and I thought she was okay. I thought she looked good. Io finally gets the pin, nice big hot tag to Rhea. Place went crazy when she came in, but even that to me, I thought should have been more. Like her coming in. Yeah, she came in and she took the two out real quick. But they got right back up and Asuka, and they start beating her down. I feel like Rhea should have got a lot more time on top. So yeah, it was okay to me. Rhea did and because they just kept getting beat down. They fighting back. And in the beginning, when Io was getting beat like that, in my head I'm going, damn it, she's the one that's going to get the pin now. You can just know by the beginning of the match. I'm like, dang it. So they go back and forth. I think the Kabuki Warriors had more offense throughout the match, but Rhea and Io fought back.
Thank you, Eva.
Rhea hit a razor's edge, and Io hit a big missile drop kick that hit Asuka directly in her face. She put her hands up, but it smacked. It was right on the freaking face. It was wild. Let's see, how did they finish here? There was a lot of breakups too. False finishes, breakup, however you want to call it. A couple of them pretty close. They almost didn't get there. But at the end there, all four of them were kind of laid out in the ring. You're like, which one's getting up first? Rhea gets up, kind of beats down Asuka a little bit, takes out Kairi, gets a big riptide on Kairi, and a moonsault from Io for the win. I feel like Rhea should have got the pin here, being that where they were at. And to me, I just feel like Rhea should have got a lot more action in this. So to me, it was okay. They didn't do bad, but to me, it just wasn't enough for me. I'm going B-.
Yeah, I think this match was a little bit too predictable for me. I mean, I kind of figured that, they were going to have Io Sky and Rhea, get the win. with Kairi Sane taking the loss. But I mean, it was a decent match overall. I mean, Rhea and Io, they make a pretty good team. I just don't know how long the team's going to last. If they're going to, to have them in a couple more matches, maybe they'll, put them on the same side in the War Games match or whatever they're going to do. I don't know. But I can see them going at it one more time between the four women. But yeah, I thought it was a decent match. Like I said, to me, it was a little too predictable because I kind of figured that Rhea and Io were going to win, and overall, I gave it a B.
Some serious predicts, 100% correct, is overly predictable. Kyrie and Asuka both came out with those really cool masks. And, they took advantage, like
We're back.
a lot of double teaming. Not even, 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes.
Well, I have no control over when I have to go.
This match started almost 2 hours into the show. And we had barely 60 minutes of wrestling. So this one went almost 19 minutes and 55 seconds. Maybe we should have shaved some minutes off and given it to Tiffany and Stephanie because this match felt like it went too long. Yes, Kyrie and Asuka were, controlled Io for quite a bit of the match. And then we finally got the hot tag. Rhea came in, the crowd exploded. They must have like little microphones or something in that ring post. Because when they hit you hear that loud thud. That kick that Rhea gave to Kairi Sane was so good. And they actually showed it in slow motion replay. And the razor's edge that Kairi took from Rhea was brutal. But in regards to Rhea Ripley, to me, it looks like she's losing a little bit of her muscle mass, and she's becoming more lean. Like she's getting in, quote unquote, better shape, but it looks like she's losing some of her muscle mass. I really kind of noticed more in the legs than the arms don't look as big as they used to be. And I think that's, I don't know what's going on with that. We'll have to see, probably paying attention more to that. But, I mean, Tiffany Stratton, Io Sky, Jacob Fatu, they should teach Asuka how to do perfect moonsaults. Because all three of them do great moonsaults. And Io watched them look really good. To win this match, but it was just a match I think should have been 5 minutes shorter. I gave it a B-.
Okay.
We then went to the main event of the evening, as it was for the men's Crown Jewel Championship, as was the Heavyweight Championship. Rollins taking on the undisputed WWE Champion in Cody Rhodes. Trivia, you're up first.
All right, thank you. Yeah, this was a good match. I enjoyed it. Kind of glad that Seth got the monkey off his back and got the victory over Cody Rhodes finally. Still came out, after it was all over, said and done with, still gloating, I'd be showing off the ring too, and the belt. And I mean, I was surprised that, there was no interference. I mean, I thought maybe we would have seen Drew, maybe try to get involved or something, but, didn't. There was really nothing, no action outside the ring. It was just two guys going at it to see who the best at that time to see who the best champion was, and Seth Rollins ended up getting the W. So now that puts him at 3-1. That puts him at 1-3 against Cody. Don't know what they're going to have next in store for them. I don't know who they're going to have next. Well, obviously, I think Drew McIntyre is going to be next in line for Cody. And then who's going to be next in line for Seth? Well, we'll have to see. But yeah, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was a really good match. Good way to close out the premium live event on ESPN. Hell of a lot better than the first premium live event they had. I enjoyed it tremendously. I gave the match an A.
Okay, I'm up next. Once again, as Trini said, this was an excellent match. Cody came out kind of really hot. Seth Rollins out of the ring. He started getting all angry, going to tantrum. Started yelling at Michael Cole and Wade Barrett for whatever. And then eventually, Cody Rhodes came after him, but then Seth Rollins really kind of took control, started working over Cody Rhodes' leg. He had a huge pop when he pushed over the Prime card. I'm thinking they just moved in Australia. The way that Seth Rollins countered Cody Rhodes doing his springboard with a power bomb. Seth Rollins, he had the little couple of polka dots on his trunks, did a cartwheel. He referenced Stardust. That was kind of funny. The one thing, Cody Rhodes just hung up in the corner with his foot. And, Seth is beat on a little bit, almost to the point to where the referee counted the flag, but still didn't, stopped the match, but kind of pushed Seth Rollins away. He went to the other side of the ring, and I'm like, no way. I'm like, there's no fucking way. This, 37-year-old man is going to fly across the ring, but he did. Went head first, not feet first, and did a diving headbutt, from coast to coast, and it looked great. Looked like he may have done something to his shoulder, his arm, the rest of the match. So if he really did not tweak something or just bang it, he sold it wonderfully for the rest of the match. He then did the curb stomp and then did the super stomp to pin Cody Rhodes. And only thing about the super stomp is you're just kicking him in the back of the head. You're not smacking his head on the mat, but still, that one, Seth Rollins to win. And he really, truly did this off the top of a Rolex watch, a quote-unquote Rolex watch that Cody Rhodes gave him. But no Paul Heyman, no LA Knight coming down, no Randy Orton, no Drew. It was just two men fighting one-on-one. I really enjoyed it. I gave it an A-.
What I thought was impressive was when Cody Rhodes gave him the, how he flips him over before he gets the pin? I can't remember what it's called. His finishing move.
Crossroads?
Yeah, when he did that off the top rope. I thought that was real impressive. So,
Mr. 24/7, you are up.
All right. Yeah, really good match, definitely. To me, it's just something about like the match before it. Coming after anything after the Cena AJ match, it was hard. It was just hard to look up to that match, but I thought these guys did good. I think Seth looked especially good here. I don't know if he came in, knowing he was going to win. I think gave him that confidence to really pull some wild moves out, and he did. That coast to coast was wild, man. I headbutt too. I mean, seeing that, I've never really seen too many coast to coast. I think Shane's really the only one I ever see do it. But he always goes feet first, so the city Seth do that, man. That was wild. So I give him props on that one. But yeah, Seth coming out, no Paul Heyman, no Vision, a legit one-on-one match, which I thought was a great call. I thought that was a great way to do this. But they start the match, and they had a couple moves, and then Seth kind of rolls out, takes his time, walks around a little bit, takes his time getting back in, and gets back in. Boom, for an early pedigree and curb stomp. Cody looked, he's like, yeah, it's not happening yet. And then we're back and forth. Seth ends up outside, and he overhears Wade Barrett talking about whatever he was saying, but Seth didn't like it. And Seth walks over and he pushes Michael Cole down. He's talking some shit to Wade. I was like, okay, that's cool. And Cody comes out. He helps, gets him out of there. Asks Mike, you all right? Da da da. So he comes, saves the day, whatever. They get back in. Some more, trading moves, counters, 2 counts, the whole 9. They did well. I think fighting so many, being this was the 4th match, 3 is there, so it made for a really good match. Cody going for the disaster kick, Seth counter or whatever he went for. Seth countered it to that powerbomb. I thought was a spot too. After that counter, Seth ends up putting the figure 4 on Cody. They held that spot for a while. They did the whole turning around on him and this and that. They really did a good job there. Seth ends up hitting a pedigree, and Cody and Possible on Cody for a 2, not close to. Then Seth hits another pedigree, curb stomp, another close 2 count. Like all these close finishes, these false finishes, I thought we should have got in the Stephanie and Tiffany match. Like that match, the way they did this match. They didn't go as long as this match, but they should have went at least half the time they went. Anyway, Seth hits, that coast to coast. It was off. And after that, they kind of went back and forth a little longer. Cody hits the big Cody cutter off the top rope. Seth kicks out. That was a wild move, too. That Cody cutter. Or was it the Cody cutter or Crossroads? Whatever it was that he hit off the rope there.
The Crossroads.
Crossroads, sorry. Right, sorry. He hits that off top and Seth kicks out. It's like, oh yeah, Seth's in. He's in it. And then we get the whole Rolex watch thing. Ref kind of gets taken out a little bit. Not fully taken out, but just enough where he couldn't see, Seth hit Cody. Then a big curve stop. Another curve stop off the rope. 1, 2, 3. So I'm cool with Seth winning. I think it was predictable. Obviously we all went against Cody for have a clean sweep against Cody. It's wild, man. It's something that we've never done. So although predictable, really good. Still happy for Seth getting it here. I think this match, in my opinion, second best match on the card. I'm gonna go B+. It was really good. Okay.
Overall, DJ, what do you got?
Overall, I have. let's see. We got B minus, that's A plus, B plus. A minus, let's see, B minus, B minus, B minus, A plus, B plus. I guess the word is out. I'm going B minus overall. Although we got two of the matches that I think should have stood out did. I'm going to go B minus.
Okay, Jim.
I'm gonna go. I thought the pay-per-view or the premium live event was really good from top to bottom, start to finish. Every match I enjoyed watching. Hopefully they'll do many more like that, especially on ESPN. My overall grade I gave it was an A minus.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I've got a very, very low B plus or very, very high B that rounds up to a B plus.
Oh, okay. And that was our Crown Jewel recap for everybody on the West Coast, on the East Coast rather. Don't forget, Monday Night Raw will be airing tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. on Peacock. I mean, on Netflix. So definitely check that out. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, but yeah, I just thought that it was a really good show. The crowd was into it, which I really enjoyed because you can always tell how good the show is going to be just by the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, when I think about it, I totally agree that they didn't do. They did Stephanie and Tiffany bad. They should have gave them at least 15, 20 minutes, at least, because I think they still had so much more to do in that match that never really got done. So,
That's too bad.
yep. And also next Saturday, Greg, we got Halloween Havoc
Yep.
for NXT. Is there any word on what's going to happen for tomorrow on Raw?
Not seen.
I haven't seen anything yet either.
I mean, I'm sure they're going to obviously put Seth Rollins and Cynthia McCare winning at Crown Jewel. There'll be something to that. They're listing here. They talked about the Intercontinental title match between Dominic and Penta, and a match with Bayley and Myra against Raquel and Roxanne.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So, all right, guys. Anything else you want to add?
No.
All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on TikTok. DJ, anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
All right. So, like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in on TikTok. So, on behalf of the Nugs to Greg and Mr. 24/7, this is the illustrious Mr. Trivia for Top Rope Report saying thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you on Wednesday.
Later, guys.
All righty.